Hello, good evening. Good evening, participants. Good evening. Okay. Right. Good evening. Good evening. Lakshmi, good evening. Okay. Right. Tell me, I don't know who you are. Okay. Right. Good evening, participants. Good evening. And in the last three classes sessions, we completed tenses. We did it elaborately. And the test 5, that's about tenses. I think third test in tenses, only 125 participants appeared or attempted, and out of them, 17 participants scored 20 out of 10. Congratulations, keep it up, right? Keep it up. I'll just contact you again. I'll get your email IDs and all, right? Very good, very good. And 12 members scored 19, right? You also did it very well. And 69 participants scored more than 15. It's also an achievement. Congratulations, keep it up. So though the number attempted is small, but quality is good. So I think it's okay, right? You have to, I mean, now if the number increases, it will be better. Okay, you can do it later also. We'll see that test will be available at the end of the course, so that we'll see it's possible or not. We have to discuss with the department and decide. Okay, right. Today, I think I would like to deal with the questions. So that's basically, if you want to improve your speaking skills, you should be able to communicate. In human communication, major part of communication is of asking questions and also answering questions. So I think if you know how to frame questions properly in English, it will improve your speaking skills. So that's the reason why I have included this topic here, asking questions, different types of questions that are in English, and how it differs from our mother tongue. All these things we'll discuss. Okay. క్వశ్చన్లు అడగటం అంటే ప్రశ్నించడం అన్నది కమ్యూనికేషన్ లో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకంటే మన కమ్యూనికేషన్ చాలా భాగం ప్రశ్నలు సమాధానాలతోనే ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మనము ఎలా ప్రశ్నించాలి అంటే గ్రామటికల్ గా, ఎలా కరెక్ట్ గా, ఎందుకంటే తెలుగు వేరు, ఇంగ్లీష్ వేరు. సో ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఎలా ప్రశ్నించాలి, ప్రశ్నలు ఎలా ఉంటాయి, అండ్ దెన్ దానికి ఆన్సర్స్ ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ ఈ సెషన్ లో we learn how to frame questions or ask questions, or what are the types of questions that will come across in English. All these things we'll learn. Okay, shall we go? And again, I wanted to make it very clear that you have to do along with me, right? So I'll be going very slow, and you have to keep on paper, a notebook and pen with you, so that you can also do them along with me. Unless you do, you cannot. It will be easy. You know, if you just watch me giving a lecture, it's easy for you. And but afterwards, you can't. I mean, it's very difficult for you to memorize and everything. So one thing is you have to do it along with me. That's one thing. And also you should do the assignments and tests that we give on the website. అవి చేస్తే తప్ప నేర్చుకోలేరు. వినేటప్పుడు అంత అర్థమైనట్టే ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే నేను చెప్పేదంత పెద్ద గొప్ప విషయాలేం కాదు, మామూలు విషయాలే. మనకు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి గ్రామర్ క్లాసెస్ లో మన టీచర్స్ చెప్పిన విషయాలే, కానీ అన్ని ఒక చోట నుంచి చెప్తున్నాను. కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు మనకు అవసరం కాబట్టి వాటిని నేర్చుకోవాలంటే చేసి నేర్చుకోవాలి అనే విషయం. అంటే ఊరికే వింటూ ఉంటే రాదు. ఓకే, సో నేను కొద్దిగా గ్యాప్ ఇస్తూ చెప్తా ఉంటాను ఎక్సర్సైజెస్. అప్పుడు మీరు కూడా మీ నోట్బుక్ లో చేసుకోండి. ఒకవేళ తప్పు చేస్తే దిస్ నథింగ్ రాంగ్. నేను కరెక్ట్ వెంటనే ఇస్తేనే ఎందుకు కరెక్ట్ అన్నది అప్పుడే చూసుకోండి. అప్పుడు ఇంకా మర్చిపోరు. దట్స్ వాట్ యు హావ్. రైట్, లెట్ మీ స్టార్ట్ ద లెసన్. So questions. So every question will end with this question mark, right? Question mark. Framing question is the topic that we are going to do, right? How to frame అంటే ప్రశ్నలు ఎలా రాయాలి అంటే దానికి ఒక స్ట్రక్చర్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఇంగ్లీష్ లో అన్నది తెలుగులో కూడా ఉంటుంది కదా. A greater part of human communication consists of asking questions and answering them. So మన కమ్యూనికేషన్ అన్నది ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో అయినా ప్రశ్నలు అడగటం వాటికి సమాధానం చెప్పటం అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. చాలా చోట్ల ఉంటుంది. యూ యూస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫ్రేమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ వెన్ యూ గో ఫర్ షాపింగ్. షాప్ లో సామాన్లు అవి ఉందా లేదా, అది ఉంటే ఎంత దాని రేటు, ఇట్లా రకరకాల క్వశ్చన్స్ ప్రతి చోట అడగ. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ అపియర్ ఫర్ అన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ, దట్స్ ద థింగ్ వేర్ పీపుల్ ఆస్క్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ యూ ఆన్సర్ దెమ్. Through their questions, they assess your ability and they give you job. Right? So everywhere this in the communication, questions and also answering questions is very, very important. I don't need to emphasize it again and again. So statements, before that, what is a statement? Statement is a sentence which gives information. Okay, let me, and I have vaguely defined it. Don't try to dissect it. In statement, subject comes before the verb. That is the main thing. In a statement, subject comes before the verb. We are learning English. We is subject and or learning. Learning is verb. Okay, we are learning English is in the, this is a statement, ends with a full stop. Okay. So how to make negative statements? Okay. So for that, if the statement contains a helping verb, that is is or have or will, anything, you add not or its contracted form. She is leaving, it's a statement. She is not leaving or she isn't leaving is the contraction or negative statement. Okay. So positive and negative also important. So both we use in our communication. Sometimes we are learning English, we are not learning French, right? So one is positive and another is negative. So if you want to make a negative sentence, you need to add not. If you want to add not, you need a helping verb. Is or have, anything, any will model auxiliary verb. We call it auxiliary or helping verb. So if there is a helping verb, you can add this not in full form, or she is not leaving, she isn't leaving is the negative sentence of she is leaving. So these are all important, right? They have done this. They have done this. This is helping verb. They haven't done this, or they have not done this. They have not done this. They haven't done this. That is the negative. So how are we forming this negative sentence? We are adding not to the helping verb. Adding not to the helping verb. If you want to contract it, it will join the helping verb. They haven't done this. He'll come tomorrow. This is a positive statement. And if you want to make it negative, you have to add not to it. He won't come, because we have already learned that will not will be contracted as won't. He won't come tomorrow. This is the contraction of will not. Otherwise, you can also use he will not come tomorrow. If you want to emphasize, then you can use that way also. So this is how, if there is a helping verb, it is very easy to form a negative. So next thing is, if there is no helping verb, if the statement has no helping verb, you need to make the negative using do or does or did. This already discussed in the last classes. Anyway, I want to repeat it again because this is so when the verb is V1 in the sense it is a base form, present form of a verb. When it is in V1, we can rewrite it as do plus V1. That means a verb like play can be rewritten as do play. So if you rewrite this way, you'll get a helping verb here. That's called do support. If you have a helping verb, it's easy for you to add not. If the verb is with yes or es, it can be rewritten as does plus V1. Plays. It can be written as does and play. There is no S here. Please note this. Here it should be without S because this S has gone here. It has become does. Okay. B2. B2 is verb past. This is verb base form with yes or es. Here verb in past form. Played is the past of play verb. So we can rewrite it as did plus play. Observe this. There is no ed here. This is in V1 only. Only V1. The past tense marker is attached to this did play. So why do we need this? We need this to make a statement negative when there is no helping verb. You can ask me V3. Whenever there is a V3 verb, there will be a helping verb. Have, was, have, has, or had, etc. So you don't need any do support if the verb is in V3. So only in these three cases we need this support of do, does, or did. Okay. So we like ice cream. We like ice cream. Here there is no helping verb. So this is in base form. So do V1. Like, do like. Would you like ice cream? And if you make it negative, it becomes we don't like ice cream. He likes oranges. Look at this. Likes V1 with yes. So he does like oranges. That is first V. And then you can add not and contract it. He doesn't like oranges. He doesn't like oranges. It becomes negative. Manisha bought a camera. Manisha did buy a camera. That is, if you rewrite it using this formula, Manisha did buy a camera. And if you add not to that did, it becomes Manisha didn't buy a camera. And sometimes it's further contracted in spoken form. You will say Manisha didn't buy, didn't. That's also possible. We do come across that expressions in spoken English. Manisha didn't buy a camera. Okay. So this is how we can make negative using do or does or did when there is no helping verb. If there is helping verb, just add not to it. So many times we need to make negative statements also. Okay. So in our conversation, if you want to make negative, that's also very important. So framing questions and also answering them. You can answer them affirmatively and positively or negatively also. That's the reason why we have learned this. Next, coming back to questions. Questions. Sentences that ask for information. Sometimes also confirmation also. Not only for information, confirmation. They fall into three types depending on their structure and the kind of reply they expect. Yes or no type. Yes, no type questions. Yes, no type questions. అవును తెలుగులో కూడా ఉంటాయి అంటే తెలుగులో ఎలా అడుగుతాం క్వశ్చన్ నువ్వు పార్కు పోతున్నావా if it rise it becomes a నువ్వు పార్కు పోతున్నావు statement. So just slight change it becomes పార్కు పోతున్నావు నువ్వు పార్కు పోవట్లేదు కదా అవునా కాదా అన్నట్టు ఇటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ yes no type questions. Yes or no. WH questions. అంటే explain WH words ఉంటాయి ఇంగ్లీష్లో WH word. What, where, when, why, who, how, all this. I'll explain them later. Okay. So if we use that WH questions and frame a question, WH word using WH word, if we frame a question using a WH word, it is a WH question. Normal WH questions information. Where are you going? I'm going to library. So ఎక్కడికి ఏమి ఇటువంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతాం సో అవి WH క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇవన్నీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను సారీ వర్డ్స్ అవి ఓవరాల్ గేమ్ tag questions. They're also similar to yes no type questions because they have the reply like yes or no. So we'll learn these three types of questions in detail and we'll have to use them in our speech writing also. Okay. So These are the 3 types of questions. Sometimes they say 4 also. Anyway, let's confine to these 3 now. Okay. So I'll take one after another. Yes, no type questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. So the answer to the question, if the answer is can be either yes or no, then the question is yes no type question. WH questions, the questions that begin with a WH word, WH words, and ఇది who, ఇక్కడ WH అనే letters ఉన్నాయి. What, WH, where, WH, when, WH, which, WH, why, WH, how, WH, oh, last row WH, reverse one, a who, WH, whose. So in all these words you find WH. So people call them WH words or question words. They're all questions. When you use them in your question, it becomes a WH question. Normally, the answers to yes, no. What's your name? Yes. No. It cannot be. So what's your name? My name is Sreenivasa Reddy. So it should be some information. So it is not a yes, no type question. Are you Sreenivasa Reddy? Yes, I'm Sreenivasa Reddy. Are you Sharath? No, I'm not Sharath. So these questions are yes, no type questions. We'll learn them later. Tag question, another important type of question, which is very frequently used in speech, very common in speech, and it's the use of this makes your speech better, right? Tag question made up of 2 parts. First part is a statement, and the second part is a tag that adds it. You are Sharath, aren't you? That's a tag. You are Sharath is a statement, and we add a tag to the end, and it becomes a tag question. First, it will be a statement. Just utter it. You are going to the library. That's a statement. Are you? That's a tag, and we have made it a question. Okay, instead of saying, "Are you going to the library?" This will be in writing. It's okay, but while speaking, normally you're going to the library, aren't you? That's how people ask questions. So I'll explain them when we come to that. So I'll take each one now. So 3 types of questions: yes, no type questions, WH questions, tag questions. Yes, no type questions that require only either yes or no as an answer. Okay? You cannot give any other information. WH questions, you have to give information. Tag question, it's first you utter the statement. It can be a positive or negative, and you add a tag to it. It makes it a question. We normally frequently use them in our speech. So tag questions are very common in our speech. Okay, let's go. Let's take one after another now. Yes, no type questions first. Yes, no questions. Okay. This question expects a simple yes or no as reply. So for a question or a question which gets yes or no as reply is a yes no type question. So how to frame that yes no type questions we'll learn here. We get these questions by changing the order of subject and helping verb. We have already observed the normal order in English statement is subject comes first and next verb. Subject, this is the order. Kamal will come. This is the order. Subject and helping verb. If you take that helping verb to the front or place it before the subject, it becomes yes no type question. Will Kamal come? And also you change the intonation a little bit. Don't worry about the intonation. Just say, Kamal will come. Kamal will come. Will Kamal come? Slightly right. And don't worry about all those intonations and all. You can learn them later on. Right? They are ready. Are they ready? Are they ready? They are ready. Are they ready? They are ready. Are they ready? So or it's a helping verb. Though it's a main verb here, this is, we take this to the front and it becomes a yes no type question. Because are they ready? Yes, they are ready. Are they ready? No, they are not ready. Will Kamal come? Yes, he'll come. No, he won't come. So answer is either yes or no. That's the reason we call them yes no type questions. He's reading a novel. He's reading a novel. Is he reading a novel? This is helping verb. So we take this to the front and make it a question. Is he reading? If there is no helping verb, already we discussed the issue. If there is no helping verb, how to make a negative sentence we discussed. We took the help of does or did. The same way here also we can take the help of do or does or did based on the tense of the or the form of the verb. If it is V1, we take the help of do. If it is V1 with yes, we take the help of does. If it is V2, we take the help of did. We like ice cream. There is no helping verb here. So what do? This like is V1. So it can be rewritten as V1 do plus V1. That means like can be rewritten as do like. And we do like ice cream. We do like ice cream. That will be the statement. And now you can take that do to the front and it becomes a question. Do we like ice cream? Do we like ice cream? We like ice cream. We like ice cream. Do we like ice cream? So this is how distinguish between a question and a statement. Usha runs fast. There is no helping verb here. And look at the verb here. This is V1 with yes. That means does. This can be rewritten as does run. Because V1 with yes can be rewritten as does plus V1. Runs can be rewritten as does run. Does run. So Usha does run fast. Usha does run fast. So take that does to the front. It becomes does Usha run fast? Does Usha run fast? That's a question. Yes, no type question. Yes, Usha runs fast. No, Usha doesn't run fast. Murthy solved the problem. Murthy solved the problem. Solved. This is V2. V2. So there is no helping verb here. So V2 can be rewritten as did plus V1. So Murthy did solve. Did solve. No, you are not supposed to use again solved. Did solve because did plus V1. So Murthy did solve the problem. Take the did to the front. Did Murthy solve the problem? Did Murthy solve the problem? That becomes a yes, no type question. Okay. Is it clear? Yes, no type question. How to frame yes, no type questions? Take the helping verb to the front. That is before the subject. Then it becomes a question. And if there is no helping verb, use do or does or did. This is how we write yes, no type questions. Is it clear? Let's do some exercises and be with the paper, and you also should try them, right? You have a paper and pen with you and try the first question. She likes music. Try to make it a yes, no type question. First thing you have to see whether there is any helping verb here. No, there is no helping verb. So if there is no helping verb, what should we do? We should take the support of do or does or did, depending on the verb form. Here, what's the verb form? V1 with yes. V1 with yes. So V1 with yes can be rewritten as does V1. So likes can be rewritten as she does like music. So you can take that does before the subject she and it becomes does she like. Please note, sometimes Common mistake is again, does she likes music అని రాస్తూ ఉంటారు పొరపాటున. అది జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచాలి. అది ఎలా ఉంచాలంటే ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఎస్ ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయిందని జ్ఞాపకం. డస్ షీ లైక్స్, ఇక్కడ ఎస్ ఉన్నది ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. పాస్ట్ ఉంటే ఆ పాస్ట్ ముందుకు డిగ్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది అని. రైట్, కరెక్ట్ చేశారా? నెక్స్ట్ మీరు చేస్తూ ఉండాలి, నాతో పాటు చేయాలి. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ వై ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ ఎ లిటిల్ బిట్ స్లో. మీరు చేస్తూ ఉండాలి, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను కాబట్టి మీకు తప్పు వచ్చినా మళ్ళీ యూ కెన్ వాచ్ మీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ ఇట్ అండ్ రెక్టిఫై. ఇన్ దట్ వే యూ వోంట్ ఫర్గెట్ దట్. ఓకే, రైట్. She slept late. Another important thing is you should know the verb forms. A form ane teliyali. Okay, it is sleep, slept, slept. That's the reason why I gave you the verb forms in the beginning itself. So sleep, slept, slept. Ante the third form kaadu. Enduku kaadu? Third form ainte dani mundu helping verb untundi, have or has. So this is, so there is no helping verb here. And the verb is in second form, V2. So V2, if V2 can be rewritten as did V1. Did V1. She did sleep late. She did sleep late. That is the construction. Now you can make a question. You can make a question or you can make a negative sentence. She didn't sleep late. That is the negative. If you want to make it a question, did she sleep late? Did she sleep late? That becomes a question. Okay? They pray every morning. They pray every morning. Pray. There is no helping verb here. But pray is V1. V1 can be rewritten as do V1. So they do pray every morning. Take the do to the front. Do they pray every morning? Do they pray every morning? It becomes a question. Yes, no type question. Okay. She can sing. Sing is the verb and there is the auxiliary verb helping. So it's very easy now because you don't need to bring in do or does or did now because there is already. Take this can to the front. It becomes can she sing? And you can also make negative if you want. She can't sing. She can't sing. Merely add this, not did. Okay. So this is how we frame this type questions. He'll solve the problem. He'll solve the problem. Solve is the verb. Will is the helping verb. So you can take this to the front and it becomes, will he solve this problem? Will he solve this problem? Question mark. So based on this question, you have, will he solve this problem? Will he solve this problem? Will he solve this problem? He'll solve this problem. That's all. We should make that distinction between a statement and a question. Okay, right? Have you done all of them correct? Next, we'll go to, so if we are thorough with S-no type questions, next thing is we'll go to WH questions. Even if you have any doubts, we can again do them again towards the end so that you don't need to worry. But anyway, you have to know if there is a helping verb, take that helping verb to the front and it becomes yes-no type question. If there is no helping verb, take the support of do or does or did, depending on the verb form. If it is in base form, do. If it is base form with yes, does. If it is past form, that is V2, you have to use did. Okay. So next comes this WH questions. So what is WH questions? What is it? What, where, where's, why, all these things. Right. WH questions begin with a question word. People also term it as question word because such as who is if it is acted upon whom. Normally, sometimes it has become extinct in spoken English anyway. Who, where, when, why, what, which, whose, and how. Okay. Who. Who means person. Who did this? Who invented the TV? Who invented the TV, by the way? Who invented the TV? Answer to this. Who invented the TV? Baird invented the TV. Baird. Who? This is X. So Baird, John Logie Baird invented the TV. That will be the answer. If you substitute that who, so it will be in subject position. Who, always it will be in subject position. Whom, person, object. Whom did you meet yesterday? You met Raju yesterday. You met Raju yesterday. You met X yesterday. X, we do not know who it is. So you are asking, whom did you meet yesterday? And this is also asked in this way. Who did you meet yesterday is also possible in modern English. People do not use whom. Anyway, for grammar sake, we learn. Whom did you meet yesterday? Where concerns with place. Where are you going? For this, you are going to the library. That will be the statement. The library, that information you do not know. So are you going? X becomes where. So where are you going? Because we do not have that information. The answer is, where are you going? I'm going to the library. To the library. That's the information. So that information is asked question where. Ekkada anedi. Idi evaru. Evarito. And then where. Ekkada. Place. Okay. When is time. When is concerns with time. When time. When did you come? You came 2 hours before. You came 2 hours before. You do not know that time. So X. So you do not know. That becomes when. Substitute that time. When. When did you come? That becomes a question. We'll discuss that later. Okay. Anyway, when is time? Eppudu annadi తెలియాలనుకుంటే ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కోసము you ask a question like when. ఎవరు అయితే who. ఎవరు అన్నది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పొజిషన్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు who. ఎక్కడ అంటే where. Okay. వాటిని బట్టి you have to use that WH word. Okay. Why? Reason. Why did you do that? Reason. Why did you do that? I did it because. Why did you come late? I came late because there was some traffic jam. It was heavy rain, so I came late. Why did you come late? Why did you come late? I came late because it was raining heavily. It was raining heavily in our place, so I came late. So why? Enduku. Okay. What action of them? What have you done? What's your name? What have you done? I've done many things. So what have you done? Which possibilities? Which is your choice within this? Edi. Whose? Yovaridi. Whose? Belonging to or associated. Whose book is this? Whose book is this? How? Ela. Who? Ela. Questions. Method or procedure. How did you solve the problem? How did you solve the problem? I solved it in my own way. So you just area who person ఎవరు అన్నప్పుడు ఇది whom అన్నది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పొజిషన్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వేర్ అంటే ఇక్కడ when time why అంటే what అని ఏమి which వీటిలో ఏది అని whose ఎవరిది how ఎలా సో దిస్ ఈక్వలెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి కొన్ని తెలుగులో. If you use these words, you can make a WH question. And observe this. Here you have to give information. Who invented the TV? I cannot say yes, no. Yes, no, or not the answers to these questions. WH question, you have to give some information. If information is the WH question. A question answer చేయడం easy. Yes, no or WH question. Yes, no. ఎందుకంటే ఓన్లీ రెండే చాయిస్. Yes or no. WH question అనగానే you have to give some information. That's the reason ఇవి కొన్ని higher. How do you feel? What's your opinion? Right? This information you have to give. So answering WH questions is slightly difficult. Of course, there are some questions like, what's your name? It's the easiest question. So framing questions also very important, and also answering them, how to answer them also. So WH questions are those questions which make use of WH word. These are the WH words. Let's observe these examples, and I have framed a sentence. Of course, it's slightly awkward, of course. Anyway, just for the sake of examining, examples, so that I can explain all the aspects of this WH question. That's it. And rarely we use such sentence in our speech or writing. Veerappan killed an elephant in Mempi forest at night with his gun for its tusk. Tusk and danta. Veerappan, smuggler, Veerappan. Ini subject. Killed verb. Veerappan killed what? An elephant. So this is the object. This is the object. Okay? This is the object, an elephant. And there are some information after that. In Mempi forest. This is one unit. In Mempi forest. At night. With his gun. For its tusk. These are all units. You can't say Mempi forest at night with. You cannot divide the sentence like this. This is a sentence. So we don't use this types, but for the example sake, I'm giving this. So first, if you who, the answer to who is Veerappan. So if you do not know who killed that elephant in Mempi forest at all, you can frame a sentence substituting this. That is, who killed an elephant in Mempi forest at night with his gun for its tusk? Who? Who killed an elephant? Veerappan killed an elephant. Who killed? Veerappan. So who means Veerappan. So if at all you want to need some information, then you can ask question like this. Who killed? If you want to substitute this, who killed an elephant in Mempi forest at night with his gun for its tusk? What is an elephant? So if you do not know what he killed, an elephant అన్నది తెలియదు. అప్పుడు అడగాలి క్వశ్చన్. ఏం చంపాడు అని. What did Veerappan kill in Mempi forest at night with his gun for tusk? For its tusk. It's missing. For its tusk. So what did Veerappan? ఇక్కడ who did kill an elephant అన్నది అనలేదు. ఇక్కడ హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ మనము did తో యూజ్ చేయలేదు. కానీ ఇక్కడ అవసరం వచ్చింది. ఎందుకు? ఈ who అన్నది సబ్జెక్ట్ పోర్షన్ లోనే ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి you don't need to reverse. ఇక్కడ తీసిన who did kill అన్నారు కాబట్టి who వచ్చినప్పుడు అలాగే ఉంటుంది. We don't need any do support. ఆ ఇన్వర్షన్, that's called subject arcs inversion. సబ్జెక్ట్ కన్నా ముందు హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ రావాలి క్వశ్చన్ లో అన్నది ఒక రూల్. మనం SR టైప్ లో సబ్జెక్ట్ కన్నా ముందు హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్. హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ లేకపోతే డూ ఆర్ డస్ రిపీట్. ఇవి ముందు వచ్చేస్తే సబ్జెక్ట్. అది దట్ బికమ్స్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్. ఇక్కడ కూడా వాట్ Veerappan killed in Mempi forest at night with his gun for tusk అంటే అది కరెక్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫార్మాట్ కాదు. ఎందుకు? ఆ కిల్ లో ఉండే ఆ హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ ముందు రావాలి. ఇక్కడ హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ లేదు కాబట్టి did kill. What Veerappan did kill in Mempi forest at night with his gun. ముందు తెస్తే what did Veerappan kill in Mempi forest at night with his gun for tusk అని క్లియర్. కొద్దిగా స్లోగా చూడండి, తర్వాత అయినా ఎగ్జామ్ చేస్తా ఉంటే తెలుస్తుంది. సబ్స్టిట్యూట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇన్ Mempi ఫారెస్ట్ ను సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి మనం. అంటే తెలియదు ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. మనం దాని మీద క్వశ్చన్ ఫ్రేమ్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? Mempi ఫారెస్ట్ ఏమై ఉంటుంది? WH వర్డ్ వేర్. ఓకే, వేర్. దట్ ఈస్ ఆన్సర్ టు దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ Mempi ఫారెస్ట్. అంటే ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనకు తెలియదు, క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి. సో వేర్ డిడ్ Veerappan kill an elephant. ఇది మిస్సింగ్. ఎందుకు? ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కోసమే అడిగాను. Where did Veerappan kill an elephant at night with his gun for its tusk? It's okay. Where did Veerappan kill an elephant at night with his gun for tusk? Where? MP forest. Veerappan killed an elephant in MP forest. He killed it in MP forest. That information you'll know. If you want to know that information, you have to frame a question with where. When? At night. At night, substitute will be substituted by when. You can try now. When, use when, and then did Veerappan kill? When did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest with his gun for its tusk? ఇక్కడ at night అని మళ్ళీ ఉంచాడు అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఈ క్వశ్చన్ మీనింగ్లెస్ అవుతుంది. అంటే మనమే ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తూ క్వశ్చన్ అడగడానికి. అంటే when did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest at night with his gun అంటే తప్పు. ఎందుకు? At night తెలియదు కాబట్టి you are asking the question with when. When did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest with his gun for its tusk? How? With his gun. How did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest at night for its tusk? How did he kill it? With his gun. How did he kill it? He killed it with his gun. What he? Right? How did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest at night? Why? ఎందుకు చెప్పాడు? దంతాల కోసం. Why did Veerappan kill an elephant in MP forest at night with his gun? He killed them for its tusk. So, ఇక్కడ ఒకటే సెంటెన్స్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. ఒక సెంటెన్స్ లో ఇట్లా వాడము యూజువల్ గా, బట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చెప్పాను. ఇంకా కొన్ని చేయొచ్చు. What did Veerappan do? Elephant. What did he do? This way you can frame many other questions also. Try them, maximum try. This is example, and you can go through it again and see what, where, when, how, when. Right. So how to frame WH questions? So we have to frame WH questions for the statements that are given here. Balu is a singer. Okay. We have to use who. So how to frame a question using who? That means two types. You can substitute this or this. Can you try to form a question? Who is Balu? Balu is a singer. And you can also who is a singer, but we cannot. This is who is Balu? Balu is a singer. India won the World Cup in 1983. In 1983, substitute can be substituted by when. So if you want to know that information, you have to frame a question when. So if this is the answer, of course, if it is the answer, you have to frame a WH question to get that information. So how to see? When? You start it with when. When India won, of course, when India won. What is the one form, V1 or V2? There is no helping verb here. If there is helping verb, we can bring it to the front. So there is no helping. One is V2. So you have to say did win. So when did India win the World Cup? That's all. You're not supposed to in 1983 because you do not know this information. You are using when. When did India win the World Cup? When did India win the World Cup? Okay. Ravi is going to market. Where is he going? Ravi is going to market. So is there. Where Ravi is going? Where is should be brought to the front. Where is Ravi going? Where is Ravi going to? Where is Ravi going? He came late because there was a traffic jam. Use why. So why? You start the verb question with why. He came. There is no helping verb. So take the support of did here because came is V2. Came is V2. Came can be come came. So this can be rewritten as did come. So when did, why did he come late? This is the reason. Why did he come late? Why did he come late? She sang well. How? How? That means well. So how sang is also past form, that is V2. So did sing. Did sing. So how did she sing? How did she sing? How did she sing? Your brother speaks many languages. Your brother speaks many languages. Many languages. How many? Many. So how many languages does your brother speaks? With verb with given with yes. So how many languages does your brother speak? This is the question. How many languages does your brother speak? My brother or your brother speaks many languages. Many languages. How many? Maybe 100. Okay. Right. They arrived at 6 o'clock. When did they arrive? This is they used with when because time. I forgot to mention this. When used when. When arrived is verb V2. So did arrive. When did they arrive? At 6 o'clock. They arrived at 6 o'clock. So we have framed questions and answers, right? There are some answers. So we should learn how to frame questions first. WH questions. So let's do this exercise. Frame questions for these answers. I'm going to Hyderabad. Okay, you ask a question. Either WH question or yes no type question. Okay. I'm going to Hyderabad. Maybe they are asking this. You can ask many ways. Where are you going? That's one question. Or who are going to Hyderabad? That's also I am going to Hyderabad. In many ways they can answer depending on the context. Where are you going? I'm going to Hyderabad. Who are going to Hyderabad? I'm going to Hyderabad. I have to attend a seminar in Hyderabad. What will be the question probably? He's giving some reason here. That means it can be why. Why are you going to Hyderabad? Why are you going to Hyderabad? I have to attend a seminar in Hyderabad. Attend a seminar in Hyderabad. No, my friend is also coming with me. Here, no, yes. That means it tell me yes, no type question. Can you frame one yes, no type question here? Right? There are a lot of possibilities. Just guess. I don't think that this is the only. This is the only question that fits here. There may be many other questions. And I tried it this way. Are you going alone? No, my friend is also coming with me. Are you going with your family? No, my friend is coming. He's also coming with me. That's the reason I said, are you going alone? No, my friend is also coming with me. This is how you can. Yes, I'm presenting a paper titled Impact of New Education Policy. Yes. What's that question? Are you presenting a paper in the seminar? Yes, I'm presenting a paper titled Impact of New Education Policy. Yes, and there can be many other questions also. Possibility. I'll be back tomorrow. If that is the answer, what will be the probable question? When will you be back? Or when are you coming back? I'm coming back tomorrow. When will you be back? I'll be back tomorrow. Questions. So first of all, what information we need? For that information, we should learn how to ask questions. It can be a WH question or yes or no type question. This you have to practice. If you practice all these things, you can use them in your speech and writing also. Next topic is tag questions. Tag questions. I think am I going a bit fast? You have to watch it again, right? If you can't follow anything, observe it, and later on you can watch it on YouTube so that you can answer. So I want to complete all the questions in this session, right? So revise it later on also. But as far as possible, while doing exercises, you do them with me. Even if you do it wrong, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You learn what the right one is, because that's all. Tag questions. What is tag? Adding. Tag and tag this. If question tag or tag question makes a declarative statement in their question by adding a tag, they are more common in speech. అంటే ఇది అన్ని లాంగ్వేజెస్ లో ఉంటాయి, తెలుగులో కూడా. సినిమాకి పోతున్నావు కదా, సినిమాకి పోతున్నావు కదా అంటే లాస్ట్ లో అవునా లేదంట అడగటం లాగా అనుకుంటుంది. అటువంటిది అంటే ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పేసి మామూలుగా అయితే యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ద వీక్, యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ దీన్ని క్వశ్చన్ ఆర్ యు గోయింగ్ టు ద మూవీ, ఆర్ యు గోయింగ్ టు ఎ మూవీ, ఇది రివర్స్ చేసి సబ్జెక్ట్ కన్నా ముందు పెడితే ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఎస్ ఆర్ నో టైప్ క్వశ్చన్. But in speech, we don't do that sort of structure. Instead of it, you say, you're going to a movie. You, అంటే తర్వాత ఒక ట్యాగ్ లో క్వశ్చన్ అడగడం అన్నమాట. స్టేట్మెంట్ ఫస్ట్ చెప్తాను, తర్వాత ఒక ట్యాగ్ యాడ్ చేస్తాను, అండ్ ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్. దట్స్ ఆల్. ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ ట్యాగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. దే ఆర్ కామన్ ఇన్ స్పీచ్. We have to learn them because they are common in speech. Orally, in writing, they may not use them. They are not frequently used, but in speech, always people use them. So if you want to speak better, you should learn how to make this tag question. How to make a tag question. After the positive statement, write the helping verb with a contraction of not. So in tag questions, you are supposed to use only contraction. Not another full formula use చేయకూడదు, contraction. And also the pronoun of this subject. అంటే only pronoun use చేయాలి. In case of negative statements, not is omitted. Okay. Sita is outside. ఇది statement. దీన్ని క్వశ్చన్ చేయాలంటే ట్యాగ్ క్వశ్చన్. సీత ఈజ్ అవుట్ సైడ్, ఇక్కడ హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ ఈజ్. ఇది పాజిటివ్, ఇక్కడ నాట్ లేదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ నాట్. పాజిటివ్ అయితే isn't Sita, isn't Sita అంటే it's wrong. We have to use only pronoun here. Pronoun. Isn't she? Sita is outside. Isn't she? Sita is outside. Isn't she? Ram isn't there. Ram isn't there. Ram isn't there. This is negative sentence. This is negative sentence. Not. So if the sentence is negative, your tag will be positive. Is he? You have not used Ram. Is Ram? It's wrong. Is not she? Wrong. Not should be contracted. So in tag questions, always it will be contracted. The reason is because they are used in speech. They always use contractions. So Ram isn't there. Is he? If there is no helping verb, the same thing that we have learned there, do or does or did. You can take the help there. They like cricket. There is no helping verb here. So like can be rewritten as do like. Write that do here. Write that helping verb. If there is helping verb, write that helping verb. If it is positive, add not in contraction, and then write the pronoun of the subject. The same way here, there is no helping verb, so it take the support of do or does or did. Here it is like means V1 means do. So write do because this is positive. This is positive. So you have to add negative. Don't. And the pronoun of they is they. So they like cricket, don't they? They like cricket, don't they? That's how we ask question tags. Question tags very use them in your speech. They don't like hockey. They don't like hockey. This is the statement. This is a negative statement. And there is already helping verb. So you write that helping verb. Because this is negative, your tag will be positive tag. They don't like hockey. Do they? They don't like hockey. Do they? So you have to practice them. Morally, you utter them aloud so that it will also help you to improve speaking skills. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా సింపుల్ దీంట్లో ఒకసారి గట్టిగా అనుకుంటూ చేయండి చేస్తే స్పీచ్ లో కూడా ఎలా they don't like hockey. They don't like hockey. Vinod sings melodiously. Vinod sings melodiously. There is no helping verb. So sings. Verb in given with yes. So take does. It does here. This is positive. So add doesn't. Make a negative question tag. Doesn't. Vinod. What's the pronoun for Vinod is he. Vinod sings melodiously, doesn't he? Vinod sings melodiously, doesn't he? Vinod doesn't play cricket. Vinod doesn't play. This is negative. So does. You can go already does. And because this is negative, don't use negative in the tag. So it becomes does. Vinod doesn't play cricket, does he? Vinod doesn't play cricket, does he? So this is how we ask tag questions. Vivek took my pen. Took. This is we took. There is no helping verb here. So took can be rewritten as did plus V1. Take. Did take. So did you keep it here? And because this is positive, you add not. So you have to add only contraction. This you got to keep in mind. The reason is because we use them in speech, only contractions. You cannot say did not he. That is not a tag question. It's not accepted because yeah, we have to use contractions. Didn't he? Vivek took my pen. Didn't he? Karthik didn't take my book. Karthik didn't take my book. This is the statement. There is already helping verb. Take that helping verb here. Did. And this is negative. So tag will be positive. Karthik didn't take my book. Did he? Karthik didn't take my book. Did he? Did he? This is how we tag questions. Right? Finished. Yes or no type questions, double H questions, and tag questions. Tag questions, normally they're more common in speech. It's oral, right? Do some exercises. You also start doing it. Right? They like cricket. Come on, you have to do that with me. They like cricket. There is no helping verb. So what should you do? Take the help of do or does or did, because here it is like you should know the form of that. What is the form? Like is V1. If it is V1, you can use do. So they like cricket. They like cricket, don't they? They like cricket. Write the statement as it is. And don't they? Don't they? They don't like hockey. You can do it now. Do it. Try that. Just try that. Yeah. I'll wait. Do that. There is helping verb, of course, but this is a negative statement. So that question should be positive. That question should be positive They don't like hockey. Do they? They don't like hockey. Do they? Vinod sings melodiously. That's the example that I gave you just in the previous slide. Anyway, try it. Vinod sings melodiously. Vinod sings melodiously, doesn't he? Because there is no helping verb. This is in V1 with yes, so does should be taken. Thus, and because this is positive, question tag should be negative. If it is negative, question tag will be positive. Vinod sings melodiously, doesn't he? Vinod doesn't play cricket. Here it is a negative, okay? And you can use this helping verb. And whether we should use not there? No, because the statement is negative. Tag will be positive. Tag will be positive. Vinod doesn't play cricket. Does he? Does he? This is a positive. Vivek took my pen. Just now we did. Okay. Vivek took my pen, didn't he? Took is V2. Took is V2. So V2 can be rewritten as did plus V1. Took can be rewritten as did plus did. So Vivek took my pen. We can use did because this is positive. Where didn't. He is the pronoun of Vivek. So you're not supposed to. Didn't Vivek is wrong. It should be only pronoun. Okay. And if at all you use not, it should be contracted. These are the rules. And okay, if the statement is positive, question tag will be negative. If the statement is negative, question tag will be positive. You have to keep this in your mind, right? Karthik didn't take my book. You can do it. Just now I explained. Take that did, and then what is the pronoun for the Karthik? He. Because this is negative, question tag should be positive. Karthik didn't take my book. Did he? Karthik didn't take my book. Did he? So when you utter in your speech, you have to utter the statement first, pause, and then add the question tag. Vivek took my pen. Did he? That's all. Vinod doesn't play cricket. Does he? That's all. One has to ask question tags. Add question tags to the following statements. So do them fast. He's a gentleman. Do them. Write them on your paper, right? Take a paper, piece of paper, and write them. He's a gentleman. He's helping verb. Of course, this is main verb. Anyway, we can use it. Then set positive one. So question tag should be negative. Already pronoun is used, so it's very easy. He's a gentleman, isn't he? He's a gentleman, isn't he? That's how. He's a gentleman, isn't he? My boss will present the report. My boss will present the report. Is there any helping verb? Yes. So my boss will present the report. You have to write it as it is. My boss will present the report. Helping verb. Because this is negative or positive? This is a positive. There isn't negative. So question tag should be my boss will. My boss will present the report. Will not. So will not contraction. You know it. What is it? What's that? Won't. My boss. He or she, something. My boss will present the report. Won't he or won't she? If your boss is he. My boss will present the report. Won't he? Kamala writes well. There is no helping verb. And verb is in base form with yes. V1 with yes or yes here. Yes. So you can take the help of do or does or did. V1 with yes. You have to take the help of does. Kamala writes take the help of does. Is it positive or negative? This is positive. So question tag should be negative. So does, doesn't. What's the pronoun for Kamala? She. Kamala writes well, doesn't she? Writes well, doesn't she? She isn't a great leader. She isn't a great leader. She isn't a great leader. Statement is negative. There is helping verb. So take that helping verb is. And because this is negative, question tag will be positive. And then you have to use the pronoun. Already there is pronoun in the subject. So it becomes, she isn't a great leader. Is she? Is she? That's the question tag. We finished the work. We finished the work. There is no helping verb here. And finished is the V2 form. Finish, finished, finished. This is not third form. This is second form. How do you know that this is the second form? There is no helping verb here. So it is V2. We finished the work. So there is no helping verb. Take the support of do or does or did. Because this is V2, you have to take the support of did. Okay, V2 can be rewritten as did plus V1. So we did finish the work. So did take that did here. Because this is a positive statement, you can, the question tag should be negative. Didn't we? We finished the work, didn't we? We. That's the right question tag. You have paid the fee. You have paid the fee. So this there is helping verb have. Have. So you can write this statement and add this have. Is it positive or negative? It's positive. So there should be negative. The question tag should be negative. Haven't. What's the pronoun for you? You. So you have paid the fee, haven't you? You have paid the fee, haven't you? That's the question tag. We can see the church. We can see the church. There's helping verb here. There's a positive statement. So question tag should be negative. Can here you add not, can't, pronoun for this. We can see the church, can't we? We can see the church, can't we? He's reading a novel. He's reading a novel. So is the helping verb. You can use it. Is, and because this is positive, question tag should be negative. Isn't, pronoun of he is. He's reading a novel, isn't he? He's reading a novel, isn't he? They have done the work. Have is the helping verb, and then this is positive, so question tag should be negative. Haven't they? They have done the work, haven't they? Haven't they? We'll solve the problem. We'll solve the problem. Will is the helping verb, so will, and because this is positive, question tag should be negative. Will not, contraction is won't, is pronoun. We'll solve the problem, won't we? We'll solve the problem, won't we? So this is all. Okay. Next slide. Some of the sentences. There is some not normal, imperative sentences and suggestions. What is imperative sentence? I'll explain. An imperative sentence is a type of sentence that gives instructions or advice and expresses advice or order, expresses command, an order, a direction, or a request. The subject is you, which is understood. Understood and చెప్పం, for instance. Close the door. Bring some water. ఇక్కడ ఎవరు తేవాలన్నది కాంటెక్స్ట్ లో అండర్స్టూడ్. ఎవరు చెప్తా ఉన్నాను? You bring some water. Instead of using you is understood. So I said bring some water. That's called imperative sentence. So if at all you come across an imperative sentence, how to frame a tag question for this? Okay, that's what you, for instance, imperatives. Close the door. This is imperative. How do you know that this is imperative? It starts with verb. Actual sentence, there should be some subject. Actually, normal sentence will be you close the door. That is dishonesty. But imperative sentences, subject is understood because they're all orders, requests, commands, etc. So close the door. This is imperative sentence. So in the case of imperatives, the regular rule that we have learned already for framing tag questions, we cannot do that. We can always do close the door. Will you? Actually, ఇది పాజిటివ్ ఇక్కడ won't you అట్లా రావాలి కదా అట్లా అక్కర్లేదు. Close the door. Will you? Close the door. Will you? Bring some water. Will you? So this is normal. They are also used in our speech. Okay. Sometimes suggestions. Let's stop here. Let us stop here. Let us stop here. Let's stop here. This is only a suggestion. Okay. Let's stop here. Let's have some tea. Let's have some tea. This is only a suggestion. If you find this type of constructions, the question tag will be, let's stop here. Shall we? Let's stop here. Shall we? ఇక్కడ మీరు గమనించాలి ఆల్రెడీ ఒక రూల్ నేర్చుకున్నాం అక్కడ పాజిటివ్ ఉంటాయి నెగిటివ్ ఉంటాయి అట్లా బట్ ఇవి ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఇవి జాగ్రత్తగా జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకుంటే అది వచ్చినప్పుడు మా సార్ ఇది చెప్పాడు ఇక్కడ లేదే అనుకుంటున్నాను some water will you okay do all the exercises you okay so imperatives and subject understood subject evaru you so will you another standard question tag let's do it let's stop here let's have some tea let's break it this is let's construction it's a suggestion rather so for that the normal question tag will be shall we and question tags with everybody somebody nobody anybody this sort of subjects you find so what should we write with everybody somebody nobody anybody if you find them in your subject question for instance everybody likes మామూలుకి ఇక్కడ does తో రావాలి everybody likes her oh yeah very good normal గా అయితే does తో రావాలి కానీ what happens is everybody అంటే అందరూ లైక్ చేస్తారు కాబట్టి you use don't they is a normal rule అయితే ఏముండాలి does తో రావాలి everybody likes it, don't they so this is a standard don't they nobody knew the answer did they negative statement with affirmative nobody is negative so ikkada didn't ravatla did they so everybody is ఇప్పుడు ఈ pronoun form everybody ki they nobody ki they used to say anybody could do that could is the helping verb and because this is a positive couldn't మరి ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు నాట్ రాలేదంటే nobody అన్నది నెగటివ్ nobody knew the answer అన్నది నెగటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎట్లా నెగటివ్ నాట్ లేకుండా this is nobody is always negative so negative statement with affirmative anybody could do that couldn't they ఇది స్పెసిఫిక్ గా మన ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకోవాలి right somebody should do something about this somebody should do something about this somebody should do something about this shouldn't they ikkada somebody everybody somebody nobody anybody for all this what is the pronoun that we are using they andaru annappudu plural kinda తీసుకొని normal rule అయితే doesn't everybody అని రావాల్సి వస్తుంది కాదు so don't they everybody nobody anybody somebody okay is it clear and another important deviation is as per the rule I am late దీనికి మామూలుగా మన రూల్ ప్రకారం క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్ అయితే హెల్పింగ్ వర్బ్ ఉంది అనుకుంటాం. am not కంట్రాక్షన్ ఇది పాజిటివ్ కాబట్టి am and I అని ఉండాలి. కానీ am and I అన్నది క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్ గా వాడదు. ఇక్కడ ఏది వాడతారు? I'm late, aren't I? Aren't I? ఇది ఒక ఎక్సెప్షన్, మీరు జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచాలి. సో am and I బదులు always you have to use aren't I in question tag. In question tag. That's I'm teaching you. Aren't I? I'm the teacher. Aren't I? Doubt వచ్చింది. నువ్వే ఎక్కువ చెప్తున్నావు నాకు అన్నప్పుడు I am the teacher in this class. Aren't I? Aren't I? I'm not late. ఇప్పుడు or I కాదు. I'm not late. Am I? So positive లో మాత్రం use am I. Negative question tag లో aren't. ఇది జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకోవాలి. Okay, is it clear? Everybody has it clear, I think. Almost 10 minutes. Okay. So answering questions. Normally people ask questions and we'll answer them. But here they'll give you answers. We have to frame questions different. If you this is slight difference of మన తెలుగుకు ఇంగ్లీష్కు చిన్న తేడా ఉంది, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆన్సరింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఇది జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించండి చెప్తాను. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఇఫ్ యూ మేక్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్ పాజిటివ్ ఇన్ యువర్ ట్యాగ్ క్వశ్చన్ యూ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఎస్. ట్యాగ్ క్వశ్చన్ పాజిటివ్ గా వచ్చింది అంటే యు ఆర్ లేట్, అది negatives. Aren't you? You aren't late, are you? If you make the statement positive in your tag question, you expect the answer yes. Statement positive aithe nuvu question tag negative adigina, but you expect the answer yes. If you make it negative, you expect the answer no. Adi speaker yokka. Kani answer chesetappudu oka chinna melike English ku Telugulo for instance. Okay, example. You are Ram Singh, aren't you? Telugulo adigite nuvu Ram Singh kada, nuvu Ram Singh kada ante daniki answer నేను రామ్ సింగ్ అయితే అవును నేను రామ్ సింగ్, కాదనుకో కాదు నేను రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు. యు ఆర్ నాట్ రామ్ సింగ్, ఆర్ యు? అవును నేను రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు అంటాను తెలుగులో. నువ్వు రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు కదా అని అడిగితే అవును నేను రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు అంటాను తెలుగులో. కానీ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో క్వశ్చన్ ఏదైనా నువ్వు చెప్పే ఆన్సర్ పాజిటివ్ అయితేనే ఎస్, నెగిటివ్ అయితే నో. ఇది జాగ్రత్తగా. అంటే క్వశ్చన్ కెన్ బి నెగిటివ్ ఆర్ పాజిటివ్. యు ఆర్ నాట్ రామ్ సింగ్ ఆర్ యు అన్నప్పుడు నో ఐఎమ్ నాట్ రామ్ సింగ్. నువ్వు రామ్ సింగ్ కాకపోతే నో. ఏ క్వశ్చన్ అయినా అడగచ్చు వాళ్ళు, అంటే పాజిటివ్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ ఎట్లా అడిగినా కూడా. కానీ అదే తెలుగులో మీరు గమనిస్తే నువ్వు రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు కదా అంటే అవును నేను రామ్ సింగ్ కాదు అని చెప్తాం. కానీ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో అవును నేను రామ్ సింగ్ కాదని చెప్పు, నో ఐఎమ్ నాట్ రామ్ సింగ్. ఈ డిఫరెన్స్ గమనించండి. ఓకే, ఎస్ ఐఎమ్ రామ్ సింగ్. దట్ మీన్స్ మోరల్ ఏమంటే డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్, నాట్ ద క్వశ్చన్. Question can be a positive question tag or negative question tag. Don't worry about it. Okay? You are not writing your exam, or you? Exam rastunte, yes, I am writing the exam. No, I am not writing the exam. Ante nee answer meeda ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది, yes or no. Question batti kaadu. But mana తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఎట్లుంటుందంటే క్వశ్చన్ బట్టి ఆన్సర్ చెప్తాను. అవునవును రైట్, నువ్వు రాయట్లేదు కదా, అవును సార్ రాయట్లేదు. నువ్వు ఎగ్జామ్ రాయట్లేదు కదా, అవును సార్ నేను రాయట్లేదు. ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఆన్సర్, ఇఫ్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ పాజిటివ్ యు సే ఎస్, ఇఫ్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ నెగిటివ్ యు సే నో. కొంతమంది ఈ మిస్టేక్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఇది గమనించండి ఆన్సరింగ్ ఎస్ ఆర్ నో క్వశ్చన్స్ లో. ఓకే, అంటే yes or no depends on the answer, not on the question. Question can be a positive or negative. Don't worry about it. Do positive answer istunte yes అని చెప్పాలి. Negative answer istunte no అని చెప్పాలి. That's all. Okay. I make myself clear, right? Oh, exercise. Fast. Which is your name? You can correct it. What's your name? How many brothers you have? ఇక్కడ helping verb ముందు రావాలి. Only who ఉన్నప్పుడు helping verb. How many brothers do you have? Do you have? What of these two books do you like? What కాదు. ఏముండాలి? Which of these two books do you like? Who does come here? ఇక్కడ helping verb అక్కర్లేదు because who is subject. Who comes here? Who comes here? Why he was late? ఎందుకు wrong ఇది? Question లో helping verb subject కన్నా ముందు రావాలి. So it should be why was he late? Why was he? What he looks like? ఇక్కడ helping verb main verb ఉంది, helping verb లేదు. We have to take the support of to or assert it. So what does he look like? What does he look like? That's it. Okay. Should we do a few more? Is not his father alive? So when you frame a question like this, when not is taken to the front along with the helping verb, it cannot remain, it should not be pronounced in full. It should be, if you want not should be pronounced full, then it should be, is his father not alive? That's one way. Or isn't his father alive? Isn't it? This way, not with the helping verb, it should always be contracted. Okay. Isn't his father alive? Is not his father alive? Isn't his father alive? If you want this not in full form, you can keep it here. Is his father not alive? You can keep it here. Then only you can use it in full. Otherwise, if you want to take it along with the helping verb, it should be contracted. Why you come and pester me daily? Come. This is base from V1. There should be helping verb. There is no helping verb. So take the support of do. So why do you do? Take that. Why do you come and pester me daily? This is the why do you come and pester me daily? Why do you come and pester me daily? I don't know when will he stop bothering me. Ikkada I don't know annappudu idi this is not a question. I don't know it. So ikkada when he will stop bothering. I don't know when he will stop bothering me. Because this is not a question. Ikkada question mark kuda unnadu chudandi. When will he stop bothering me? That's a question. But ikkada I don't know when he will stop bothering me. This is not a question. What you saw when you opened the door? Saw. Did see. So what did you see when you opened the door? Who you met in the park yesterday evening? Correction. Who did you meet? Who did you meet in the park yesterday evening? Whom are good avatar, but whom did you meet? Who is also accepted? Who did you meet in the park yesterday evening? That's quite normal expression. Okay. Appropriate answer system. What key questions student? Yes, I am Krishna Mohan. What will be the question? Yes or no type question? Are you Krishna Mohan? Yes, I am Krishna Mohan. My brother is in the kitchen. What will be the question you can say? This should be a double H question because he is giving some information. You can guess. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? My brother is in the kitchen. I take coffee 2 times a day. 2 times. You can use how many times? How many times? How many times do you take coffee every day? How many times do you take coffee every day? I take coffee 2 times a day. I passed my degree in 2018. When? Okay. When did you pass your degree? When did you pass your degree? Rajesh is my close friend. ఇక్కడ రెండు రకాలుగా. Is your close friend? Who is Rajesh? రకరకాలుగా. ఇక్కడ who is your close friend? Rajesh is my close friend. Who is Rajesh? Rajesh is my close friend. That is also fun. No, I don't like ice cream. No. Yes, it should be yes or no tag question or tag question. Do you like ice cream? No, I don't like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? No, I don't like ice cream. So with this, I finish questions. Okay, right? Just finish. How many of you were there? Right, 211. Okay, good, good. Right. I'll share this questions and also assignment later on and answers to the assignments. And this time, I think you can send the assignment to our mail ID. That is English course AP@gmail. I'll share that on my blog. Right. You can write, and one or two people wrote me for clarification. I have given them anyway. But instead of before you ask me for clarification or you can go through the video once again and then you can write. Okay, is it clear? Can I is chart enabled? Okay, right. Right. If you have any doubts, you can just chart me. Why somebody please disable chat, sir? Anyway, I have finished it. Just I want to see your response. I have just finished. No doubts? Okay, good. Right. If at all you have any doubts, you can mail me, right? And Sharath, can you spam that our blog address? Sharath, are you there?
Just a minute.
Okay. Thank you. Can you do that? So I'll upload that. Just test. Attempt the test. Clear? Simple questions. Just I'm going to repeat the questions that I have discussed here. Okay. Not all right. Why shouldn't we use AMENT? And you asked me why shouldn't we use AMENT? There is no rule because this is learning how they use it. We do not know the reasons. There may be some reasons why AMENT should be used, but we are learning live language. If you learn that language, this is how they use. That's all. We cannot go deep into it and right. What made them avoid AMENT? Okay, that we do not know it, and in fact we do not need it. Right? We need how they use it. That's enough. Okay. Right. So okay. Right. Any other question? Even I do have that, but that's the reason why I gave that in the exemption list, where you have to. We try to form one rule, and those things. Okay. Shall we stop here? It's already 1 minute, right? Okay. You can make note of this basic English course ap.blogspot.com, and you can answer the test 6, I think. So this is questions. So we have finished so far tenses and questions. I'll spend some time on voice also, active and passive voice. After that, I'll give you some expressions, useful expressions and all. You'll see that it's completed within this month. Okay, right, basic. So is it going on? It's going on. Harini Chagla, share PPT in the blog. The PPT will be on YouTube, right? You can just go through it. Why do you need PPT? Okay, you can just go through the YouTube video, right? Okay, please.